Mr. Blackmore being arrested, yes. Looking back, what he did was fair. I mean, there was a guy in front of the stage who was beating up a 12-year-old girl, or what looked like a 12-year-old girl, who was trying to get closer to the band, and he was just punching her. So Ritchie, seeing this, it was the first time he'd reacted like this ever, as far as I'd seen. He went up and he kicked the guy in the side of the head to just get his attention, you know. And it just happened to be the hall manager who was friends with every policeman in the whole of Austria, so it seemed. So by the time the show was over, the entire backstage area was swarming with police. And we made a valiant attempt to smuggle him out of the building. The road crew came up with this great idea. They'd shove him in a flight case, close it up and roll it into a truck, and then try and get him out, you know, as quickly as possible. And of course the police dogs put an end to that. They sort of sniffed him out, which wasn't hard at that time, having just done a 90-minute show. And he was tumbled. And one of our road crew, a guy called Ox, took quite a beating to actually prevent Ritchie from taking a beating. So it was quite an ugly scene, but Ritchie was hauled off to jail, so was this guy Ox, and we got Ox out that night, but they held on to Ritchie, being the more valuable of the two. And he was there for 3 days before we got him out. We carried on, went on to Germany, and we had lawyers working from both sides of the Atlantic to get him out. And eventually we got him out, and we got him to Munich within minutes of being too late to do a performance. Somebody drove him from Austria to there in the same clothes he was wearing the night of the Austrian show. Drove him straight into the arena that we were playing in, the Munich Olympia Halle, actually. And he took about 10 minutes to compose himself and went right back on stage with exactly the same stage clothes on. And I think the entire thing was videoed, so I mean, it's you can see there was some sort of strain and relief in his eyes, and in his playing that night. We went on stage about 12 o'clock at night. The crowd waited, and they knew what was going on. They knew why I was late, and it turned out to be a great show, actually.